You're taking a live look over Tybee Island this Friday Eve. Storm Team 3 meteorologist Alyssa Carsley is outside in a toasty Taylor Square this morning. She joins us now with a look at your forecast first. Good morning, Alyssa.
Hey, good morning, Genevieve. Toasty is a perfect way to describe how it feels outside right now because it's warm. We've already been tracking a muggy start and we'll continue to see the south wind move in ahead of our Saturday cold front, just continuing to bring up all of this very warm and hot air. There is a change though, at least in the breeze. We were tracking a hot wind at least over the last 2 days, just thanks to how close Tropical Storm Bertha was to us. But now with that increased distance, we're starting to see that wind begin to back off. So it's just going to be hot outside throughout the rest of this afternoon, with those temperatures climbing back up into the mid to upper 90s. Watching for 1 or 2 rain showers out there as we head to the afternoon, but really no heat relief in sight, at least for today. Now our high temperatures stay above average at 97 degrees in Savannah, 98 degrees in Glenville, and 98 degrees today in Hinesville. Some heat relief is on the way as we head into the weekend, all thanks to our next cold front, though unfortunately it's not going to pass through. So coming up in the complete Storm Team 3 forecast, we'll time out our Saturday rain showers and talk about how temperatures start to sizzle once again for early next week.
Thank you, Alyssa. We bring more on a story we first brought you yesterday morning on News 3 Today at 11. 5 of the 7 people indicted in connection to the 4th of July shooting incident on Coligny Beach were scheduled to appear before a judge.
He too is not only waiving his presence, but also waiving the setting of a bond at this time.
Appeared in person. Attorneys for Quasier Davis, Marcelo Royal, Caden Hawes, and Jacob Johnson all waived their clients' appearances and asked that bond be addressed at a later date while they review the case. Now, the 5th defendant, Andre Green, was brought to the Beaufort County Courthouse from the Jasper County Detention Center, where he is currently being held. His bond hearing was also waived. All 5 suspects will remain behind bars until their next hearing. You can stay up to date on this story anytime on our website. Just visit wsav.com/Coligny shooting. In other news this morning, it's a story we've been following from the very beginning, the Ures Home Center scandal. From the company's sudden closure to the arrest of co-owner Richard Altman, families across Georgia say they were left without the homes that they paid for. But WSAV's Isabel Baez explains there is now a silver lining. One of the company's former contractors is now stepping in to help those affected.
Whole situation is just it's awful. It's disgusting, quite frankly.
For the past few years, Brad's Pro Skirting was one of the contractors for Ures Home Center, a Georgia-based manufactured and modular home retailer. That is until earlier this year when things started to take a turn, and they say they weren't getting paid for their work.
My company had been contracting doing skirting for them along with steps and decks for quite a few years, and to be honest with you, we never really had much issue. And then it kind of, the last maybe 3 or 4 months, Ures, when they were still in business before they closed, started having some issues, difficulty getting payment.
Brad says even though they were owed money, their minds were focused on those who are watching their dreams fall apart, those who paid for their homes but were left with unfinished houses.
They owe me $30,000, but then it's a big chunk of change. But we're blessed enough we can get through it. Whereas there's some families in the situation that they took everything they had just to be able to do this, and they have nothing. So we don't even compare to a lot of the situations. It's not about us.
Brad and his team say they have been doing all they can, from decks and steps to vinyl to metal and masonry, free of charge. So far, they have helped 5 families across Georgia and are now crossing state lines to help one in Tennessee.
To have what should be one of the best times of their life, it has been a black cloud over it that has really just hurt a lot of people.
That was Isabel Baez reporting. Ures Home Center filed for Chapter 7 bankruptcy earlier this week. This follows the arrest of the co-owner Richard Altman, who faces a charge of illegal transmission of monetary funds out of Livingston, Louisiana. Now, we'll continue following this story for you and provide any updates as we get them both on air and online.